If you're just joining in, you're welcome to the School of Personal Development with Emmanuel Ahmadu. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Make sure you share this video with at least one person. Tonight is going to be a mind-blowing session. I'm teaching powerfully on the topic, dealing with the storms of life. Dealing with the storms of life. How do you turn trials into triumph? How do you turn pain into fuel for success? It's going to be a mind-blowing session, and without wasting any further time, we'll jump right into the business of the night. Let me advise you, make sure you stay somewhere quiet. In the next 45 minutes, 1 hour tops, we should be done with tonight's training. Get a pen, get a notebook so that you can jot down striking points and striking lessons as I share them. The faintest ink is better than the sharpest memory. Don't forget that. So it's better to write down striking points, striking lessons. If you hear me share anything striking, anything major, make sure you put it in the comments. I like it when the class is interactive. Are we excited and are we ready for tonight? So I'm teaching on the topic, dealing with the storms of life. You can write it down in the comments, dealing with the storms of life. How to turn trials into triumph. Let me start with a verse in the Bible, Proverbs 24 verse 10. You can put it up in the comments, but I have it written down here. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10. It says, if you faint in the day of adversity, it says it is because your strength is small. If you faint in the day of adversity, it is because your strength is small. Take note. The Bible did not say if you faint in a day of adversity. It says in the day of adversity. That means adversity is fixed for all men. All men. And this is the first point and the first lesson I want you to take note tonight. That as long as you still have breath in your nostrils, as long as you can still wake up every morning and go to bed every night, as long as you are walking on the surface of this earth, you will experience what is called adversity. I like to call it the storms of life. You will experience challenges, whether it is heartbreak, whether it is losing a loved one, whether it's losing your job or losing money or whatever it is. There is no man on earth that is spared from the adversity of life. We will all experience it, whether we like it or not. So it is not common. When you see somebody who commits suicide, it is most likely that that person thinks that they are the only ones who are going through a lot. I tell you, every single person watching me now, including myself, there are challenges, there are trials that we are going through. And it is very important to know how to deal with these storms. If not, they will swallow you up. If not, they will kill you. They will stop you from advancing. Let me explain what storms is. Write this down if you're writing. What is a storm? What is the storms of life? Write it down if you're writing. The storms of life refers to unfavorable conditions, situations, and circumstances that challenge our peace, challenge our comfort, and challenge our advancement in life and in destiny. I'll repeat it one more time. What is the storms of life? What do we mean when I say the storms of life? What is adversity? The storms of life refers to unfavorable conditions. It is never favorable. There is nobody who desires to experience storms. Storms are very chaotic, right? The storms of life refers to unfavorable conditions, situations, and circumstances that challenges our peace. No peace. When you chop breakfast, you will not be able to eat. You will not be able to sleep. No peace. When you lose a loved one, are you saying it? You will cry when you lose your job. So it challenges our peace. It challenges our comfort. I've not seen someone who lose their job and they are enjoying their lives. No. The storms of life usually challenges our comfort, and it challenges our advancement in life and in destiny. So when you experience storms, the goal of storms usually is to stop you from moving forward. is to stop you from making progress. And this is where many people miss it. Just because you experience storms does not mean you should put full stop in your life. Just because you experience challenges does not mean you should put your life on pause. Challenges, circumstances, negative circumstances can be fuel for your success. It can be fuel for your growth. The storms of life. The storms of life. For those of us who are Bible students, our most revered Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our Lord and Savior who came to the earth, was not spared from storms. In fact, Jesus encountered a literal storm. If you read Matthew chapter 8 from verse 23, let me read Matthew 8, 23 to 27. It says, and when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea. There arose a great storm. Jesus encountered storm. Who are you not to experience storm? Are you seeing it? The one who came to save us experienced storm. He says, but he was asleep. My God. After tonight's training, somebody will learn how to sleep in the storms. After tonight's training, somebody will learn how to laugh even when you are walking through fire. Because it is not about whether storms will come. It is about your ability to manage those storms. Your ability to turn those storms into opportunities for growth, opportunities for advancement. There's a quote I love so much, or is it a phrase now? He said, when life throws lemons at you, turn it into lemonades. Let me continue with my reading. It says, and his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, why are ye fearful? In other words, you should not be afraid of storms. When you know how to deal with storms, you will not be afraid of storms. You will not be afraid of storms. It says, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was great calm. He rebuked the storm. He did something to the storm that made the storm to disappear. But the men marveled, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? I want to make somebody tonight a storm bender, a storm calmer. That people will look at you and say, you know they experience this economic situation. You know they experience these challenges. Because it's not about the challenges. Challenge is common to all men. Adversity is common to all men. Whether, no matter how innocent you are, no matter how careful you try to be, and I'm showing us why storms come. You will experience storms. If Jesus encounters storm, nobody is spared. Nobody is spared. Now, why do the storms of life come? I want to answer that question. Because somebody is saying, why do I experience challenge? I've been keeping myself, keeping principles. Why do I still experience storms? Let me give you two reasons. There are two classical major reasons why we experience storms in our lives. Are we ready? I hope somebody is getting value. By the way, if you're just joining or you're watching the rebroadcast, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you share this video with at least one person. Share it with at least one person. This is going to be a game changer, especially for those who are going through trying times. You know anybody who has lost a loved one, somebody who has lost their job, somebody who lost a relationship, send this video to them. It's a great encourager. The truths that you are learning will make you, unmovable and unshakable when it has to do with the vicissitudes and the storms of life. So there are two reasons why we experience storms. Number one, the first reason why we experience storms is because of our carelessness and violation of laws and principles. The first reason why you will encounter storms is because of your carelessness and violation of laws and principles. It is the one that breaks the hedge that the serpent will bite. Galatians 6 verse 7, it says, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Are you seeing it? If you sow the seeds of storms, you will reap the harvest of storms. Are you seeing it? There are people who violate laws and violate principles, and they are wondering why their life is chaotic. There is no need to to be surprised. Are you seeing it? There's absolutely no need. If you go and stand in the middle of the road and car hit you, will you blame the car? You went to go and stand in the place where cars move. Are you seeing it? There are many people who are breaking laws and principles, and they are wondering why their life is chaotic. I'm telling you now why. It is because of your carelessness and your violation of laws and principles. If you want to reduce the storms that come to your life, if you want to reduce the challenges that come to your life, you must learn how to keep to laws and learn how to keep to principles. Somebody who goes late for their job, are you seeing it? They don't do the work that the boss tells them to do. They do it in a mediocre way. And they are sacking people and they sack them. And they are saying God is not faithful. Is he God? Is he God? No. Their violation of laws is what is responsible for the challenges that they are experiencing. Laws. If you read Proverbs chapter 13 verse 15, it says, good understanding giveth favor, but the way of the transgressor is hard. The way of the transgressor is hard. The transgressor is not a sinner. The transgressor is a violator of laws, ordinances, and patterns. That if you break the hedge, the serpent must strike you. That's it. You can't be, taking sugar in your youth, drinking Coke, drinking Fanta, eating the way you want to eat junk food, and then when you are in your 40s or 50s, they now say you have diabetes. Or they tell you have one disease or something, and you're wondering where it came from. Your choices, your decisions was what led you to that outcome. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. So the first reason why we experience storms is because of our carelessness and violation of laws and principles. The second reason why we experience storms. Now, this one is for everybody. The second reason why we experience storms is as a natural sequence of life. A natural sequence of life. That means as long as you are alive, there is a portion of storm that is allocated to you. As long as you are breathing, no matter how careful you are, no matter how circumspect you are, you will still experience storms because there is an allocation of storms for all men. For all men. If you read Genesis 41, verse 28 to Genesis 41, generally, it talks about how Pharaoh had a dream. And in that dream, he got Joseph to interpret the dream. And the interpretation of the dream is that there will be 7 years of abundance in Egypt, and there will be 7 years of famine. 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine. Notice. So there's going to be a season where there is plenty. And even though they did not do anything, there's going to be a season where there's going to be famine. So this one, they did not do anything wrong. It is part of the sequence of life. That challenges come because that is life. Life is not funfair. Life is warfare. There is play in life and there is war in life. Life is a combination of pleasure and pain. And you can't choose pleasure alone. You will experience the pain. I hope I'm not scaring somebody. That as long as you are alive, you will lose someone that you love. You will lose money. You will lose relationships. Are you seeing it? You don't have control over all these factors. Somebody will betray you. Somebody will cheat on you. Somebody will do something that will disappoint you. Are you seeing it? You are in a job and you are very faithful and they sack you from that job. Not because you did anything wrong, but because of the sequence of life. The sequence of life. You are a student, you study hard for an exam, you write the exam, and you know you are supposed to have A. And here comes the result on the board, and you see missing script. No result. Are you seeing it? You graduate with a first class. 5 years, 10 years, no job. I thought that first class is supposed to give me a job. The sequence of life. Storms can come just because you are alive. So there is no escaping at all. There is no escaping. Jesus as he was or he is, he experienced many challenges. There is nobody who can say is more holy than Jesus. There's nobody who can say he kept principles more than Jesus. But as Jesus was, he still experienced storms. Judas betrayed him. Imagine somebody that you trade kissing you to betray you. Somebody says storms. He was criticized by the scribes and the Pharisees. The same people he came to save were the same people who criticized him. They were the same people who nailed him on the cross. Somebody says storms. The people he came to die for, they spat on him, they flogged him, they hung him on the cross. Storms of life. So you are not exempted from the storms of life. You can only reduce it by keeping to laws and keeping to principles. But there is an allocation of storms for all men. People will betray you. People will hurt you. People will do things that you never thought that they would do to you. You will lose money. You will save your money, put it in the bank that you think this money should be secure in the bank. And yet the bank will fold up and you will lose your money. I'm not prophesying bad for anybody. I'm just telling you that it is not about whether storms will come. The question is, are you prepared? Do you know how to manage the storms? Do you know how to turn storms into fuel for success? Do you know how to turn trials into triumph? This is what tonight's training is all about. Storms are common to all men. Storms are common to all men. If you read Psalm 34 verse 19, somebody, you can put it up. I hope we're getting value. By the way, if you're just joining, make sure you subscribe. If you're already subscribed, make sure you share this video with at least one person. Somebody getting value. If you read Proverbs 34, Psalm 34 verse 19, it says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. Take note, the Bible did not say few are the afflictions, or the righteous does not have afflictions. It says many are the afflictions of the righteous. So for being good, affliction is looking for me. But he gave us one guarantee, that he would deliver us from all of it. He would deliver us from all of the storms. He would deliver us. You must learn how to manage storms. You must learn how to navigate through storms. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2. By the way, if you hear me quote scriptures like this, if you're not of the Christian faith, it is not in any way, to be fanatical or to be a fanatic or all of that. I quote from the Bible because for me, the Bible is a book of reference. Just like you have any book of success that you can quote from. That's why I quote from the Bible. It's not from just a religious or fanatic perspective. Isaiah 43 verse 2, it says, when thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. It says, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. It says, when thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. My God. So God, you will watch me walking through water and you will not do anything. You will watch me passing through the river, you will not do anything. You watch me walking through fire, you will not do anything. My God. That means storms have a purpose. Somebody is going to get value tonight. You're going to be learning a lot tonight. That's why the Bible says, count it all joy when you experience diverse storms, diverse trials and temptations, because every storm has purpose. Let me not go ahead of myself. Now, how to deal with storms. I'm already wrapping up. It's a short class. How to deal with storms. Somebody write that down. How to deal with storms. I'll share a few steps with us, a few keys. If you keep to these keys, I assure you, it will be difficult for anything in life to move you. You are going to be unshakable, despite the challenges. Somebody that is so close to you leaves you, disappoints you, and they're wondering why your world does not crumble, because you know how to deal with storms. Are you seeing it? You lose your job, and they say you no go kill yourself in this economy. How will you survive? You know how to deal with storms. When you know how to deal with storms, you will sleep in the midst of storms. Did somebody get that? When you know how to deal with storms, you will learn to sleep in storms. No wonder Jesus was sleeping in the boat while the disciples were running helter-skelter. Oh, we're about to die. We're about to die, because they don't know how to deal with storms. After tonight's training, somebody is going to have peace. Somebody is going to remain calm. Somebody is going to go back to that challenge, a renewed version of themselves. How to deal with the storms of life. Now, before I share these keys, let me make a comment. Before I share these keys. Now, these keys I'm about to share with us is to guide us on what to do when the storms come. When the storms come, when the storm is already there. These are the keys that you want to engage. But generally speaking, one of the classical ways to immune yourself to storms is to build capacity before the storms come. Maybe our next school of personal development, I'll be teaching on capacity building. Maybe. Because if you have capacity, storms will not move you, right? But what I'm teaching tonight is what to do when the storms come. When you lose your job, when you lose a loved one. Are you seeing it? When somebody disappoints you, what do you do? Are we ready? Number one, how to deal with the storms of life. Number one, you must embrace the fact that adversity is common to all men. Embrace the fact that adversity, storms, is common to all men. It's not only you, it's everybody. I tell you why many people kill themselves when storms come. It's because they think they are the only ones who are suffering. You think you are the only one who is broke in this economy? You think you are the only one who cannot pay your rent? There are many people who are dealing with storms that are 100 times your size. In fact, there's a video I watched that a guy said, if you have a problem that money can solve, you don't have a problem. There are many people who commit suicide because, you know, they lost 1 million naira. Yet there is somebody in the hospital who has cancer. Even with their millions, they can't save themselves. I saw a video with one popular, I won't mention his name, but one popular, trainer. He's into the digital space, teaching on digital trainings and all of that. He was forced to come online to solicit for funds for his mother. His mother and his father were diagnosed. This is true life story, diagnosed with cancer. They've spent multiple millions. Now they are asking for, I think, 40 million or 50 million or so to just do, chemotherapy and to do something, some processes that can take the cancer away. Had to come online. Can you imagine? And yet somebody wants to commit suicide because they broke your heart. You are 18-year-old, not even supposed to be in a relationship, and that storm wants to kill you. So the first antidote when you are in the storms of life is to remind yourself that I'm not the only one. There are people who are even experiencing bigger things. Are you seeing it? This will give you hope. In fact, there's a way that you remind yourself that you are not the only one. You will start laughing. You will literally start laughing. Remember the scripture I gave us, Psalm 34 verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, it says, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. So there are many afflictions for everybody. Everybody have their cross. You see me talking like this, shouting like this, teaching passionately like this, you assume that, oh, my life is going well. Is it not Emmanuel Ahmadu? His life is very perfect. You have no idea the storms that we'll deal with, even on a daily basis. But we remain calm because we know. There is something we know that gives us stability. Proverbs 24 verse 10, it says, if you faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. The day of adversity, that means it is fixed. It is fixed. You are not the only one. There is nothing new under the sun. You are not the first person to lose your job. You are not the first person to owe money. You are not the first person to not be able to pay your house rent. You are not the first person that is disappointed. Even Jesus was betrayed. Are you seeing it? So that alone comes with a level of succor. Next time the storms of life come, remind yourself, I'm not the only one. I cannot kill myself. I'm not the only one. And I tell you, there is something I've discovered. No storm looks as huge as it is when you view it after a few days or after a few months. Usually when things happen, when you look at it from that standpoint or from that very moment, it looks very huge. Very, very huge. I remember, when I lost my dad, almost more than a decade now, almost 2 decades ago, right? I tell you, I almost took my own life because I was thinking, how can I survive? How can I take one step? forward. My own is finished. That's how I felt. But look at me here now, shouting. Some days, some years now, I even forget my dad's remembrance the day he died. Are you seeing it? There is nothing that time cannot heal. Believe me, you. So remind yourself that everybody experiences their storms. Everybody. There is an allocation. So why should I kill myself if I'm not the only one? Number two, the second key to dealing with the storms of life, the second key, major key to dealing with the storms of life is to carry the consciousness that all storms have an expiry date. I like this one. I like this one. All storms have an expiry date. That's why I like the Bible so much. When you read the Bible, you will see where many times the Bible will say, and this person did this and it came to pass. And so died and it came to pass. And so happened and it came to pass. Somebody say, and it came to pass. There is nothing that can last forever. Are you seeing it? That pain that you felt when you lost your job, that pain that you felt when you lost money, that pain that you felt when you were betrayed, are you seeing it? It's not going to last forever. Absolutely nothing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. If you see somebody crying, just give them a few times. You will soon see them laughing. There are some of us here, remember when maybe you had a heartbreak or something and you felt like, Kai, I'm going to die. If it's not this person, my life is not moving forward. But here you are now, eating, taking shawarma, drinking juice, and living your best life. That's because, you see, there is no storm that does not have an expiry date. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. When you know this, all you need to do is to stand. Let the storm pass. Let the storm pass. Your landlord is harassing you. One day you will buy your house. They sacked you from your job. One day you will employ 1,000 people. You lost $1 million. One day you will be a billionaire. No storm lasts forever. Just be still. No wonder it says, be still and know that I am God. I'm tempted to sing a Christian song. If you're not of the Christian faith, don't mind the song. It says, when the oceans rise and thunder roars, I will soar with you above the storms. It says, Father, you are king over the storms. I will be still and know you are God. My soul be still and know you. So all I need to do when the storms come is to stand. When I stand, one day those storms will pass. The things that made you cry today, you will laugh at them tomorrow. There is nothing. So it doesn't make sense to kill yourself because you are going through storms. You will regret it. Are you seeing it? You will regret it. The things that made me, I remember when I did not get admission many years ago. This was 2008, 2009, thereabout. I did not get admission. I almost wanted to kill myself. How can I not get admission? All of my classmates, and I was doing very well, so it pained me. All of my classmates, got admission. Am I the only one that would stay at home? And I felt like crying, felt like killing myself. Today I have the certificate and it's somewhere I don't even know where it is. Are you seeing it? What made you cry yesterday, you will laugh at it tomorrow. I'm speaking to somebody here. You're going through trials, whether you are listening to the rebroadcast, you're going through trials, you're going through all sorts of challenges right now. Be still, my brother. Be still, my sister. That storm will soon pass. It will pass. There is no storm that does not have an expiry date. All storms have an expiry date. The same way you take a product and they tell you manufacturing date and they tell you expiring date. This is juice here. You will see manufacturing date 16th of 04/25. There is best before and there is expiry date. Are you seeing it? 04/2025. Is this 04 now? So everything has an expiry date. Every storm. This is hope and this is comfort for somebody. I don't care what you're going through. Well, I care. That's why I'm teaching this. But I'm saying that it doesn't matter what you're going through, right? It will expire one day. Don't expire with it. Don't expire with the storms. Make sure you are still standing when the storms go. Are we ready for number 3? Point number 3. The third key to dealing with the storms of life is to understand that all storms have a purpose. All storms have a purpose. James chapter 1, verse 2 to 4. Let me read it. James 1, 2 to 4. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. That means that storm has a purpose, and the purpose of that storm is to build patience in you. It says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may become perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So storms do not come to diminish you. Storms come to purify you. Storms come to refine you. Storms come to make you a better version of yourself. There are many of us, you know, that what changed your life was a pain you experienced years ago. There was something that happened to your life, to you, that made you say, Kai, I will not continue living this way. If you did not experience that storm, you would not have made that decision. Reminds me of the prodigal son. I hope you know that if the prodigal son did not get to a place where he lost everything that he had, he would have still been living a very stupid life. But when he lost all his money and he got to a place where he was eating what pigs were eating on, the Bible says he came to himself. So the purpose of storms most times is to bring you to a place where you come to yourself. Storms come to build you. Nothing happens to you. It happens for you. It happens for you. I learned this during the COVID, 2020. During the COVID, I think it was John Obidi or so. He says, nothing happens to you. It happens for you. While many people were at home and just wasting their life, there were those who were building skills. I made the most money during that COVID time, during that COVID-19. Came up with a digital product. I remember that time I became a philanthropist because there was plenty of money. Yeah, that was when many people were broke. Because nothing happens to you, it happens for you. When you know that storms have a purpose, it will not crush you, you will use it. Are you seeing it? When life throws lemons at you, it is because God wants to give you lemonade. If God wants to give you lemonade, he doesn't give you lemonade, he gives you lemons. You take those lemons and you turn it into lemonade. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Our light affliction, that's what the Bible calls it. Our light troubles, that heartbreak that you thought is a pain, is light affliction. That job loss, light affliction. That loss of a family member, as terrible as it is, light affliction. And the goal is to refine you into a higher version of yourself. If you read Hebrews 5:8, it says, though he were a son, yet he learned obedience by the things which he suffered. There were things that he had to suffer for him to learn obedience. Pain is your ally, my God. Pain is your ally. Don't run away from the storms. It did not come to kill you. It came to make you stronger. It came to make you bolder. Are you seeing it? When you call somebody a general, nobody becomes a general just because they gave him uniform or just because they say become a general. All generals have survived battles. In fact, most generals have scars, multiple scars, gunshot, knife wound. Are you seeing it? Because they went to battle and they survived. It was on account of those battles that they became generals. So when life throws storms at you, it is because he wants to make you a general. That's why you can meet somebody, most of our elderly people, and you tell them, Daddy, I have this, or I'm struggling with this, and they just look at you and say, what's this one saying? This one is not a challenge. Somebody who has raised 6 children, you gave back to the first and you are almost killing yourself. Storms come to refine you. Storms come to purify you. Storms come to elevate you. When life throws lemons at you, turn it into lemonade. Turn it into lemonade. Are you seeing it? So always think when challenges come, don't just cry. Don't just lie down and you don't want to kill yourself. Always ask yourself, what is the purpose of this storm? What am I supposed to learn from this storm? Why did God allow me to experience this storm? Are you seeing it? Why? Why did I lose this job? Is there something I'm supposed to learn? Is God trying to tell me that I should not depend on, a 9 to 5? Is God trying to awaken me that there is giftings within me that I can refine and turn into products? Are you seeing it? There are many people who have never started their business if they didn't lose their job. There are many people who would have never taken their life seriously if somebody did not betray them. So storms, there is a purpose for every storm. There is a purpose. So take out time to assess the storm, right? What did I do to trigger this storm? What can I learn from the storm, right? Is there a lesson here? Is there something that I can do? There is always treasure in every storm. There is always treasure. Don't just cry and waste it. Even if you don't learn anything, it will build you and make you stronger. I remember back then when I used to play basketball, I remember I fell down, had a very serious injury, and I went to meet my coach, and I was like, complaining, these guys are too rough. And he said something that stuck to me. He said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What does not kill you makes you stronger. Some of us are weak because you've not experienced any storm. Any small thing, you're already crying. No storms. No storms. There is what you can go through. What gave David the courage, the stamina, and the audacity to face Goliath? It was predicated on the fact that he has encountered storms. He had fought with lions. He had fought with bears. So when he met Goliath, if I can kill a lion, who is this uncircumcised Philistine? It wasn't just because he believed in God. We take away the whole story and just pick the one that we want to share, the one that we want people to know. No, you must tell it completely. David was already encountering storms, even in the wilderness, before he encountered Goliath. So it was very easy because he had built stamina. He had built stamina. Are you seeing it? Now, let me make this very, very, very important. Never hold on to storms that have passed away. Never hold on to storms that have passed away. Don't try to hold on to a storm. You learn from storms and move quickly. Are you seeing it? If you hold on to storms, they will take you with them. It's very important because there are many people who are masters of analyzing their storms. Why did they sack me? Could it mean that I'm not valuable? And you think your way into depression. Don't overanalyze storms. Just learn very quickly and move forward. Fourth step, wrapping up, share 2 more and then we're done. The fourth key to dealing with the storms of life. If you're getting value, comment value. If you're getting value, comment value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share the video with at least one person. Make sure you like the video so that YouTube can do its algorithm thing and get to show more people the video. So key number 4 now. What do you do when storms come? Take the time to grieve your loss. Take the time to grieve your loss. There are many people who say, I'm mature, I will not cry. I will not cry. That's how people get into all sorts of emotional mess. You don't try to hold on to emotions. You let it out. It's like a valve. When somebody disappoints you, cry. Vent it out. Don't hold on to it. You cannot move forward if you are still holding on to the past. Are you seeing it? And how do you let go of the past? You have to vent it out. So cry. Even Jesus wept. Jesus wept. There's nothing wrong. You lost 1 million naira. Cry. It's not easy to save 1 million and lose it. Somebody betrayed you. Cry. There is nothing wrong in crying. Don't be ashamed of your tears, whether you are a man, especially if you are a guy. Right? Cry. Cry. Jesus wept. He wept at the tomb of Lazarus. His dear friend had died. He cried. Even before bringing him back to life. Cry. There must be an allocation where you grieve. It's very important. Don't hold it inside. That's how people carry a lot of trauma, because they don't deal with the emotions. You need to grieve. Take out time to grieve. Right? The Israelites had a culture. If they lose someone, I think they had, like 30 days or so. They had a time frame where they would stop doing anything and grieve. Even you see that with Muslims also, right? My dear Muslim people, they have systems for all things. When somebody dies, there's a period of time where, they do a lot of things that they grieve. I'm from an Anglican background. when we lose a church member or somebody, there's what they call service of songs. So you see that people go to the house, every day for a certain period of time before the burial, and they just go. It's not a time to go and sing praise or say, God, thank you, you are good. No, they sing songs of mourning, songs that will make you cry. In fact, the people of the bereaved will come out. Most of them, when they are singing these songs, they cry. It is healthy to cry. It is healthy to feel pain. Don't try to hide pain. Very important. Let the grief out. But let me also put a disclaimer. Let that grief have an expiry date. There are many people who cry forever. You lost 1 million naira in 2005. You are still talking about it in 2025. Haba. You should move on. You should move on. Somebody did something that betrayed you. Somebody betrayed you or did something that hurt you, and you are still talking about it 10 years later? No. That's not the grief I'm talking about. Are you seeing it? Now, there's no timeline depending on the grief. But by all means, make it as short as possible. But grieve. Cry. Now, there are many things you should do when you are grieving. Let me put a disclaimer. There are many things you should do. You should not do, but I want to talk about what you should do whilst you are grieving. When you are grieving, don't make decisions. When you are grieving, don't make decisions. Any decision you make in heightened emotional state will most likely be a wrong decision. There are many people, because of the pain that they have, they say, I will never, listen to this person. I will never be with this person. I will never hear this person out again. And that's how they lose a quality relationship. So never make decisions when you are grieving, when you are in a state of heightened emotions. Never make decisions. Watch your words and your speaking when you are grieving, right? Your boss, they sack you from your job, and all of a sudden, because you are grieving, you go and meet the boss and say, God will punish you. All of this, your company, it will never rise. You will never become anything great. Only for you to give, and one day your child is going to go and get a job in that same company or something, and they say, it's your father that insulted us in 2025. We are not giving you the job. So don't speak. Keep your words. You can speak to God, right? You can speak to God. What do you do when you are grieving? Pray. Pray. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, take out time to pray. Spend time in the presence of God and pray. Talk to God. Lord, Kai, this thing pain me. I'm supposed to have admission, but I don't have admission. It pain me. Cry in the presence of Lord and talk to him. Eat well. What do you do? Eat well. No matter what happens to you, let me tell you, eat well. Force yourself to eat. In fact, eat good food. You cannot move on if you are not healthy physically. Are you seeing it? Even your thoughts will be affected if you are not eating well. The quality of your thought. So eat well. Somebody broke your heart. That's the best time to go and buy shawarma. That's the best time to go and buy your favorite food and eat. Be crying and be eating at the same time. You can do both. You lost a job. Before you start crying, go and find something nice and eat. Are you seeing it? Eat well. So if you are grieving here, go and eat. Go and eat. Tell somebody in the comment, go and eat. Go and eat. Even Jesus encounters storms. Storms should not stop you from eating. Let me add more. Surround yourself with good people. I'm telling you what to do when you are grieving during storms. Surround yourself with good people, burden bearers. My God, it is very important. That's why you should pick good friends now. There are seasons in your life, if you don't have good people around you, you will kill yourself. I'm telling you. People who cannot take those emotions, people who you cannot be vulnerable with. So find good people from now that you can be vulnerable with. Are you seeing it? Find good people from now that you can share your emotions to. Are you seeing it? People who stand by you. When David was going through all of those, his trials, David the king, he had Jonathan by his side. He could vent to Jonathan, even though it was Jonathan's father that was antagonizing him. But he had somebody by his side. Don't talk to everybody. Another thing that you should do when you are grieving. Don't talk to everybody about your challenge. It's not everybody that means you well. Some people will be happy that you are suffering. Some people will be happy that you are going through those trials. So don't talk to everybody. When you talk to God, Talk to your burden bearers, keep quiet. Don't talk to everybody. Remind yourself that better days are ahead of you. What are you doing during grieving? Remind yourself there is still a future for me. Are you seeing it? You may not see it, but believe it. Remind yourself that all storms have an expiry date, like I told you. All storms. Remind yourself that there is a purpose for every storm. You may not see it, but believe me, there is a purpose. There's an expiry date. You remind yourself while you are crying. While you are crying, you do all of these things. And then lastly, number 5, the 5th key to dealing with storms is to begin to take steps forward, no matter how little. Begin to take steps forward, no matter how little. Life must go on. I love the quote that says, if you are going through hell, keep going. Crawl if you have to. Roll if you have to. But by all means, keep going. Keep going. Never allow storms keep you in one place. Never allow storms keep you stagnated. Keep going. No matter how small, do little things. Are you seeing it? You will not have the energy, but take one step at a time. Right? What are some of the things you do? And these little actions, the goal of these little actions is to strengthen your mind. Number 1, you can start going to the gym. You can start listening to one message a day. Start making your bed. Remind yourself that better days are ahead. Set goals and accomplish them. Little goals, day by day goals. Do affirmations. Practice gratitude. Take water. Begin to do little things that move you forward. Read 10 pages of a book every day. By all means, make sure you are moving. You want to overcome storms. You want to deal with storms. You don't deal with storms by sitting with storms. You deal with storms by moving, regardless of the storms. When you move, the storms will move. When you push forward, the storms will go behind. But don't sit down in the storms. Begin to take steps forward, no matter how little. No matter how little. By all means, don't stay stagnated. Don't stay there. When you cry, start something. Start something. Motion has a way of curing depression. Motion has a way of curing depression. If you are depressed and you are in one place, the depression will increase. Wash your face. Go to a restaurant. Go to a nice party or something. Take note, I said nice party. Go to visit somebody. Have fun. Go to a Jurassic Park or somewhere. Do something that makes you feel alive. But you must move. You must move. Do something that moves you. If you practice these 5 steps that I've shared with you, there is no storm that you will not be able to overcome. Let me do a quick recap. Number 1, how to deal with storms is that the first key to dealing with storms is to embrace the fact that adversity is common to all men. Storms are common to all men. It's not only me. Number 2, carry the consciousness that all storms have an expiry date. This storm will pass. This too shall pass. I'm not going to be broke forever. I'm not going to be in this state forever. I'm not going to be depressed forever. No, this too shall pass. Number 3, understand that all storms have a purpose. There is a purpose for every storm that comes your way. Number 4, take the time to grieve the loss. Cry, mourn, weep. It's okay to cry. And then number 5, begin to take steps forward, no matter how little. I hope we got value listening to tonight's training, tonight's teaching. If you got value, I want you to go ahead and comment value in the comments. Profound teaching session. I'm excited that we're able to have this tonight's training. Make sure you listen to it again. I'll be sure to leave this up. Make sure you watch the video again. Could it be that to somebody, God has seen that there is a storm that has been scheduled for you, maybe before the end of this year, and God brought this message your way to prepare you? Or there is somebody you are going through these storms and this message becomes, your deliverance. Make sure you listen to it again. Make sure you listen to it again. Don't say, I listened to it once. Listen to it to prepare yourself for the storms ahead, so that when the storms come, they meet you prepared. You know what to do. You don't weep like those who are ignorant. You know what to do. When they look at you and say, why are you not crying? You just lost your job or this just happened to you. You say, no, I know that this too shall pass. I know that storms are common to all men. I know that all storms have a purpose. I know that God can use this thing to make me a better person. I know that once I grieve, I can get past it. Time heals all wounds. I know that if I start making progress, this storm will expire. Somebody got value tonight. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Do not leave this channel without subscribing. Let me plead with everyone listening to me now. Please do well to share this video with at least one person. Let them watch this video, recommend it to them, and let them know the value that you got so that they can listen to it. That said, just a quick announcement, and then we're done. I hope we're engaging the 30-day reading challenge. Today is day 20, by the way. It's been an exciting journey. I'm so happy to see the number of people who have been consistent. I've been receiving calls. People have been reaching out to me physically. I went to speak somewhere, and quite a number of people reached out to me and said they've been participating in the challenge, and it's been life transforming for them. And I'm excited to see the impact that this is having. So if you're not yet joining, you can still join. Although we have 10 days left, you can still join. The link should be somewhere in the description of this video. I'll put it up later on, but make sure you click and you join. If you're not in the Leaders Manna Network community, make sure you join Africa's fastest growing personal development community. Make sure you join right now. We also have the Element Plus community. That's a paid subscription community, a subscription-based community. I give a little bit of attention to the people who are in that group, but it's a monthly subscription thing. If you want to be part of it, please do well. You can send a DM to Conyo and he will guide you. Like, they'll be getting the audio of this training, so we'll be converting it into an audio. They'll be getting the PDF. The teaching is going to be, transformed into a PDF document, and it will be sent to them also. And then I send teachings once in a while, do 1 or 2 trainings for them. So if you want to join, please do well to join. I'm sure we got value from tonight. Special thanks to my media team. Thank you so much, Conyo. Thank you, David Digo. Thank you, Compassion. Thank you, Blessing, Kure. Thank you, every single member of the Leaders Manna Network media team. May God bless you for what you do behind the scene. Let me do a quick shout out, and then we're done for tonight. Shout out to I see Chuko Emeka. Good to have you. Stephen, thank you. Daniel, God bless you. Agada Victoria, you've been consistent. Thank you. Adebisi, good to have you. Oluwasegun, is this Christ the therapy for all? Good to have you. Rebecca, Mercy Zamdayu, God bless you. Ijai Obed Jefferson, Akko Suleiman, Beth, thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. Please have a lovely, lovely night rest and take care of yourself.